What's up guys, Wilson here with our latest project to share with you, which is for this car, which may look familiar to you because it is another Porsche 911 ST. This will be our 7th one, but the first in this color. All of the other ones we've worked on have been storm blue, so it's a nice change of pace as far as the color is concerned. What we'll be doing for this one is similar to all of the other ones, which is a full body custom installed ClearGuard Alpha G2 PPF installation, protecting all of the gorgeous green paint on this car. And what we're going to show you now is our entire process. You're going to see our wash to paint correction to film installation and get a taste of what that is like. And at the very end, we're going to do a detailed walk around showing you all the minute details to how our custom installation differs from what you would get if you did a pre-cut template, and also how it differs from what others may consider as custom as well. So check this out. Alright guys, another 911 ST completed, and for the rest of this video I'm going to do a walk around to show you the exact results for what we did on this car. But first off, before we get to the PPF, first thing we did for this is we removed the side decals that were on here. As you recall, there is a silver decal that comes about down here that says Porsche, and then there's a big silver circle right in the middle of the door. Many of the owners that comes through here have had us remove that and decide whether or not they would put it back on later on just by living with it. Not every owner is sure that they really like that big circle on the door. Now, we filmed every single painted panel on this car with ClearGuard Alpha G2, the best gloss PPF in this entire industry and the one that we use exclusively here at Premier. It is also the best optical clarity PPF, meaning that it allows the underlying paint to shine through the best without the distortion of the orange peel texture that a lot of the other brand PPF have. Now, everything that we did on here is 100% custom, which means that we did it with the minimal amount of seams and wrapping the edges and corners wherever possible so that it looks like there's no film on here. Now, for the GT3 style Porsches, everything starts with the hood, and the reason being is that on the hood you have these two vent areas, and there is a lot of compound curvature along these two sides. Now what we did is we filmed this entire hood as a one-piece install, and we wrapped the film into these areas so that you don't have the seams sitting on the outside. If this was a pre-cut kit, you would get an opening right about here, a relief opening, and also one on this side. What that does is it exposes paint and leaves it susceptible to damage over time from normal driving. Doing it this way, it just looks a lot cleaner, and you're optimizing the amount of protection you get for this panel. Now let's make our way to the side of this car, and you can probably see the shine on the film that ClearGuard Alpha offers. This again is unmatched. Not just the gloss, but the hydrophobicity and the self-healing tech on this car outperforms any other PPF. Now on the fenders, let's get a closer look at this. What we do for the 911 STs is that we film the entire front fender as a one-piece install, which brings the film all the way down here as well. From the factory back here, there is a piece of PPF that they install, but the downside of that is there are a lot of gaps around these areas, and the bottom side of the front fender on this piece from the factory is not protected, so this bottom area will get damaged over time. What we did is we removed that, filmed the entire front fenders, and at the request of the owner, we doubled up this area back here. But with the second layer, we came all the way down here so that you don't get that gappage, and by doing so, we optimize the protection because this front tire kicks up a lot of debris, and this will minimize the amount of punctures that would get all the way down to the paint. Now, up here on the mirrors, just like all the 911s, we filmed this mirror cap with one single sheet of film that protects it from the outside all the way to the inside without a joining seam that normally comes right about here. This is as seamless as it gets, so that again, maximizing protection but minimizing seams. On the doors, where there normally is a seam right over here, if this was a pre-cut template, you can see that we did this without that seam. Again, optimizing that protection so that the aesthetics on this car does not get distorted by tons of seam and dirt buildup on those said seams. Now, one last panel I wanted to show you is something that we do for most of the 911s that comes through here is this rear quarter panel. We filmed this entire piece, one piece, custom installed, and after that was done, we added a second piece right over here on the fender hip area. As you may know from the factory, there is normally a shark fin piece that is already here. We took that off, filmed the entire rear quarter panel, and then we doubled up this layer right over here. The difference is that with the piece that we put on here, we extended the coverage a little bit higher, a little bit further out, and back on this side towards the rear tires is also protected. So now when the owner gets this area blasted from his normal driving, all he has to do is just remove this piece rather than having the entire rear quarter panel PPF removed. So guys, another 911 ST completed, and this owner is going to be super ecstatic as he's going to pick it up and be able to take it on a lot of fun track days. So I'm sure he's going to be able to drive it with more of a peace of mind as well. So guys, we have quite a few 911 STs on the calendar already, so if it's a different color, we'll make another video for it. But until then, I want to thank you for watching, and please stay tuned for our upcoming projects and videos, and until then, I'll see you soon.